Do you want to speak?
Yeah, I'll get
Is that an haircut or not?
washed in this round.
Okay. Yeah. Feel happy? Okay.
Kevin, Tui Lola here first of all. What can you tell me about how long you've been looking at him as a potential player for the Leeds Rhinos and what you think he can bring to the club?
Look, I've been here 6 days now, and I think the research and the analysis has been going on for far longer than that. So, unfortunately, I can't take any credit for that. Albeit, I'm delighted by it. I think he's a real player. He can play anywhere in the back line. You know, he's going to light up Headingley, I'm sure. So delighted to have him. Can't wait to get him over here. I think to get a 23-year-old international from the NRL, it's pretty special. So we've got some special players here already, but I think to throw him in the mix there shows that we're heading in the right direction.
And I suppose the short-term position that you're in compared to the long-term draw of coming to play for the Leeds Rhinos, that probably is a signal from him, like with other players, of what an attractive proposition it must be to come and play for your club.
Yeah, just delighted. I think to attract somebody like that, I think it's pretty special, and testament to Gary as well. I think Gary went after him pretty hard, and like I said, we're delighted to have him. He's a special talent.
You said after Sunday that possibly changes would be needed, little changes, maybe you called them. Where do you think personnel comes into that? Is it something that you want to change personnel? You think that might need a turnover now, end of the season? Where do you see that going forward? I'm
very happy with our 19 for tomorrow. The changes needed to start internally with the group we've got. I said it 6 days ago. I said it then that I believe there was enough in that dressing room to give us something, and I still believe that now. I think I'd be a liar if I told you there weren't a couple of changes personnel wise I'd like to make. But fundamentally, I think the team having looked at it now quite in depth, I think we lost some direction. We probably lost the values of what it takes to be a Leeds Rhinos player, and that's something I've worked particularly hard on this week. The players have been fantastic, they've been great, and ultimately we'll get judged on tomorrow night, but he started to move in the direction we need a win. That's pretty obvious, and hopefully the sooner we get that, it starts to reinforce some of the stuff not only myself but Jimmy, Chev, Rob Burrow, the rest of that backroom team have started to tweak over this last 6 days.
It must be quite reassuring to you that in that 6 days already you're seeing sort of fruits of yours and Jimmy's labour coming into what you're seeing on the training field.
Yeah, but I said it last week that we needed to start seeing some smiles on people's faces, and we certainly didn't get that Sunday. And Monday morning was one of the longest video sessions I've been involved in. So you can imagine it probably weren't that great smile wise, but the lads have really picked up. They're ready to play tomorrow. Yeah, they look like they're enjoying themselves, and they need to. They need to enjoy playing rugby again. They need to enjoy being around the club. They need to enjoy wearing this badge, because it's a really special place, and when we get it right, they'll get a lot of fun out of it.
On personnel, Paul Ayton's a player who's been rumoured to be sort of linked with a return. What can you tell us about that? Is that something you would possibly be interested in making a move for?
Yeah, there's been a couple of names bandied round. I've worked really hard this week just to try and add a couple. They might not be in place for tomorrow night. I'd like to think over the next couple of weeks, the couple in particular that I've been speaking to may become available for us. If they're not, then we go with what we've got. There's two in particular that I'm interested in. But we'll see.
Paul, one of them?
We'll see.
In terms of the squad you've got available for tomorrow, it looks like you've got a few faces back who've not been involved as well. You said you're pleased with the 19 that you've got. I mean, what sort of a boost has it given you to have players back at this stage of the season?
Yeah, to have Ash Handley back, who I thought's had a great season so far, in the centre and on the wing when he's played there. I think he's really stood up this year. Mitch Garbutt for me has probably been the form front rower when he's played in the competition. I think he's a real handful. So delighted to have him back, and Carl Ablett. Well, Carl will actually skip the side tomorrow night. Delighted to have him back. He's a big part of this club and big part of where this club has been in the past. So he's really important to the 19. He's really important to the 17, and I'm sure he'll do a great job tomorrow. So them three are a big boost. We obviously lost a couple as well. Which everybody keeps telling me it's, you know, a couple in, a couple out every week. But yeah, I'm myself, the coaching team, we look at our 17 tomorrow and we have some belief in it.
What are you expecting from the game with Wakefield?
It'll be tough. I think Chris Chester's done a really good job there. I think Michael Carter has done a good job at Wakefield, full stop, as chairman, as CEO, he's really got his hands dirty and got involved there. So I think they've got a squad who are a big physical team who on the day can beat anybody in the comp. So they like coming to Leeds, and we look forward to the game.
Be nice to be back for you.
Yeah, it was great. Just to be out on the field today, and to see sort of structurally what it could be like very, very soon. But yeah, it's great to be back. There's no better place for me. It's home. I've been here, like I said, I've been back 6 days and feel like I never left now. So yeah, I'm starting to enjoy it, and a win would be nice.
Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin, you talk about a loss of values. Obviously, this is a side that around about 10 months ago were champions, and they did have a difficult spell at the start of last season, then recovered, and we all know what happened at the end. What did you mean by a loss of values, and is that a possible thing for champions to lose so quickly?
I probably don't want to go into it too much, but internally we understand what that means, and I think that's what's important. I think the spirit of being a Leeds Rhinos player, the things that our players and our staff and need to live by, to be a Leeds Rhinos staff member or player, I felt we lost some of that. I knew it straight away when I walked in. I could see it, I could smell it, and you've got to be a special kind of person to work here. I've said it on a number of occasions, the jersey weighs more than any other, and it takes a real character to do it justice and do themselves justice while they're here. So I think we lost some of that. We need to get it back.
Can some of that be put down to confidence with what's happened here over the past couple of months?
I'm sure some of it's confidence. We're ninth for a reason, and everybody keeps telling me how many we've lost on the bounce. So sure that plays a part, but we've got to bring that belief back, and we need a performance tomorrow night. I was really disappointed after Sunday, but I think we're in a far better place now, 6 days on, and I think we're only going to get better and improve, and we'll see what tomorrow brings.
No doubt there'll be a lot of focus on the next 3 games, but in terms of mental preparation, are you looking at the bigger picture, the qualifiers and perhaps the teams that could be in that mix? Do you allow yourself to look that far ahead, should you be?
Yeah, it's tomorrow night. We need to get that right. There are some longer term changes and visions and ideas, and the direction of travel is firmly in my mind, and to make sure that our short-term goals fit in with that bigger picture are really important to me. But for the staff, for our players, their focus is tomorrow night for me to worry about and concern myself with what's to come.
What kind of atmosphere or reception will you be expecting or wanting rather tomorrow from the fans? Obviously it's your return, your first return here as director of rugby, but obviously with the situation as it is, some of the fans may well be a little bit nervous about the next few weeks. What would you like to see? What do you want to see?
I just hope people get behind us. the team needs the support, and I have no doubt that, you know, whoever comes tomorrow night will get behind the team, and I really hope that happens, because this club and this team, through difficult times, people stand together and fight together, and we need that more than ever now. So come get behind the team. Look, it's going to take time. I know we're desperate for results, but it's going to take time, and we're doing everything we can at this moment in time to ensure we perform well tomorrow.
Is it right to treat Wakefield as a grand final in itself? That much? Would you put that much emphasis on the match?
Oh, it's a big game, but they all are, aren't they? It's a big game for us.
And just a final one, there's still obviously a bit of competition for places within your side, even with the injuries, the likes of Jack Walker and Ashton Golding. How do you see that playing out for yourself?
It's really important for us. The best teams I've played in or been involved in have competition for places, because it brings out the best in people, and as long as it's done healthily and in the right way, which I believe it is, at the moment, then it'll help us grow and improve. You know, when you've got that type of quality, I can't wait till we get a fully fit squad. I just think when we get a fully fit squad and they're all on the training field, they're all competing against each other for a spot in the right way, means we're in a really healthy place. And but I'm not giving any excuses. Tomorrow's team is good enough to perform and do well for us.
Just a final one on the young players. Obviously, when you were captain here, you'll have seen a few of them come through and under your wing, and you'll have been pleased with what you'd have seen in that front. Now you're director of rugby, on the other side of it, and a couple of the youth players and younger players will have been through a big experience this year. Do you see that as crucial to their growth as a player, both mentally and physically?
Yes, definitely.
Are you seeing the effects of that, do you think?
I think we'll probably see the effects of that in the coming years, rather than now. I think when all the bullets are flying, they probably don't get much time to sit back and reflect and understand how much they've grown, but young players will get a chance here. You know, they will, if they're good enough, they'll get in, and that's right across the board. The minute it's tough to do that, because you're chasing performances, but young players will get a shot here. It's important. This club's always give young players a chance, and whilst ever I'm involved, it will continue to do that.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Is that why you've got Rob involved, or partly why Rob's become involved, to develop a link between the academy and the youth team, the first team?
Rob's involved first and foremost because I trust him, and he's one of the most loyal blokes that I've ever spent time with. He's a great coach, he's very knowledgeable, but the fact that he's our under-19s coach as well, it has to work that way. You know, I need to be fully across our academy, I need to be across of our scholarship, I need to know who's in our system, and there has to be some succession planning that's taking place. We have to know. We can't rely on bringing a Lola here over every year, and we have to produce our own. I came through a system that produced so many that were scattered around Super League at a whole lot of different clubs, and we need to get back to that. And we are, by the way, we've produced some fantastic young players over the last couple of years, but you know, I'm sure with Rob having a huge involvement down there, that will continue, and it will only help the link we have.
I think you said earlier that Abo's captain tomorrow?
Yep.
Does that mean Stevie Ward's not playing, or?
No, Stevie will be in the 17. I'll probably explain it. I think Kallum is our captain, but it's really important for the development of the team over the next few years that we have a number of top leaders. So you know, something I've decided on, and we made the call that in Kallum's absence we'll have 4 players who will lead the team at different times. Stevie will be one of them. I think he's done a terrific job as captain so far, but that load needs to be shared between a few of them. And by the time we get Kallum back, you know, we've got a 5-strong leadership group there that will be pretty powerful. So we're trying to develop from within and develop some of our own and ensure that it's not all on one bloke's head. I'm sure Carl will do a great job tomorrow.
Can you say who the other members are?
Yeah, I will do, yeah. Brad Singleton, Cuthbertson, who's already captain the team, Ablett and Stevie Ward.
Was Stevie okay about that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he understands team first, and he completely understands the reason. It's not in any means a demotion of Stevie. I think he's done a terrific job and will continue, and it's not a case of just because one bloke is captain one week, the other three have to be quiet. It's not like that at all. It's to give them all a go and a taste of it, and to try and improve all four of those fellas, and hopefully beyond that next crop as well will come through. So by the time Kallum gets back, you know, that'd be pretty strong, that leadership group, and it's already.
Okay, thank you.
Brilliant.
Are we going to be massively shocked?